Let's talk about serif fonts. So serif fonts are seen as more traditional font. They are the ones that have these things called serifs, which are considered tails. So anytime that a character has a tail on it, like this, these little tails are called serifs. And so they are seen as more your traditional fonts. They were our defaults back in the day when we first started. You see them a lot in newspapers because they are something that is timeless and has been used since font faces were created. They offer stability. That's what they give the feeling of stability, tradition, something that's very traditional and has been around for a long time, creating a heritage, having intellect or being an intellectual piece, having formality or being formal, very, uppity up, essentially, and being trustworthy. You're going to see these because they evoke that sense of establishment, something that's been around for a really long time, something you can trust because it's been around forever and has that tradition of branding and that heritage to it. And usually it's supposed to be something that's also like high end. So when we talk about what we're looking at for serif fonts, you're usually giving a feeling of luxury. You're going to see it show up in banks, law firms, news channels, and luxury fashion brands. And the reason you're going to see them is because we want to trust banks, law firms, and news channels. If they've been around for a long time, they have that traditional values and they're more likely to be trustworthy. And then luxury fashion brands because it's high end and we can trust that the quality of the product is higher. You'll see that it's used by like banks like HSBC, Wikipedia as a trustworthy source for news, Time Magazine, because that's been around for a really long time. A luxury brand like Dior, you're going to see them on tons of luxury brands in addition, like Victoria's Secret, as well as Rolex. Any of these fonts are having those tails or those serifs, and those are kind of the emotions they evoke. So when you think about the Inspirus clothing brand that was shown on the previous slide, it was a t-shirt with the words Inspirus clothing in a serif font. They're probably making more traditional clothing, more conservative clothing, or more high-end clothing, high quality products, which are probably going to be more costly.